Good morning. I'm popping in. I was going to do just update for a few minutes, and then I said, well, let me just do this live. But anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm coming to discuss Sherry Papini. I covered her last year, and for those that don't know, let's see. I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I'm going to pull up Miss Sherry Papini so we can look at what I said. Okay, hold on. Am I sharing it? It's been a while. Hold on. Oh, I had it. Let me take this down. It's been a while since I did this, so hold on, guys. I'm coming. I need to remove this and let me put this up. So this is what I said, okay? Last time I covered her. Oh, damn the commercial. I'm so sorry and good morning. But I wanted to run in and do this update real quick. Why is Johnny Depp showing?
That's the promise you gave me.
Okay. I can't this morning. It's not working. So anyway, last year I covered her, okay? And I stated when I covered her, she disappeared on November 2nd. She disappeared on November 2nd. She was out jogging, okay? She was out jogging and she disappeared. So everybody thought she was kidnapped. They found her phone. As I said, it was neatly wrapped around, her earbuds was neatly wrapped around her phone. And it just happened to be playing Michael Bublé's Everything, which was her wedding song, okay? Her wedding song. So she said that she was kidnapped by two Hispanic women in a white SUV. Now, let's remember, it took 11 months for them to even get a description of these women. And I said, probably because she watched something on a TV screen or she saw some true crime and she decided to say it was two Hispanic women. Now, she reappeared 3 weeks later. Matter of fact, it was Thanksgiving Day. It was 150 miles from her home. And they said she was kidnapped. The sister was saying that she was a great mom and she was this and she was that. Well. Let me say hi to everybody real quick. We're not going to be here long, guys. Let me just say hi. Hi, Sassy. Hi, Dorit. Hi, Deanna. Hi, Tina. Hi, Susan Dawson. Hi, AAA Club. How are you? So we're not going to be here long. So let me just tell you. So on March 4th, that this happened last year. It was talked about last year. I covered it because it was a mystery. No one knew what happened to her. So I think back in April or March, I covered that story. Well, March 4th of 2022, she was arrested for false statements to federal law enforcement officers and mail fraud. I said it. I said she wasn't kidnapped. I knew damn well she wasn't kidnapped because it didn't make any sense. She was found, her hair was chopped, not shaved, chopped. She weighed all of 88 pounds, which she probably only weighs like 102 any damn way. So that's her just drinking water for 3 weeks or eating, grapes or just whatever. Now, I've been trying to find information on her husband. His name is Keith Pimpy. I want to know what Keith has to think about this. Because this woman is a total freaking joke. You put your family through this. You put your kids through this. Your mom, everybody, because you wanted to go off and fuck some, and do some strange, okay? You want to go off and do something strange with somebody that you don't know. Hi, Turtle Dove. you want to go do some strange with somebody that you met. And they found a man that she was speaking to, that she had been talking to, but he said he had no idea about her being kidnapped or anything else. I knew there was another man involved. I called it. I said it. And the bitch is going to get everything she deserves. Now, she was in a Sacramento County jail. When she goes to court on March 4th, she tells the judge she can't stay in jail because she can't stomach the food. Not that she's innocent. I can't stay in jail because I can't stomach the food. She was found 3 weeks after her supposedly kidnapping. So she disappeared November 2nd, and she was returned, Thanksgiving Day of that same year. I find it funny as hell. Now they're looking at her to pay back $30,000 for the California Victim Compensation Board. I'm telling you, that's what happened with that other lady in Florida. She had to pay back the money they used to locate her. Okay. Now, when she was found, she had, she was found, was it Interstate? It was on Interstate 5. So they found her. Let's remember, the bitch was never kidnapped. Okay. Never, ever kidnapped. She wanted to escape. She wanted to run away. Remember, this is the same Sherry who burglarized her father and her sister's house not once, but twice. And the police were involved with that. Then to come to find out, the mother said that she has a habit of self-harming herself, but she's a great mother. Okay. And then she was telling, she told the cops that the women that kidnapped her told her they were going to sell her to a cop. So they found DNA on her clothes, right? When she was found. And guess what? The DNA was linked to an ex-boyfriend in Southern California. This was just put out when all of this happened. The DNA, because they took the DNA samples and everything, but they never released anything. Okay. The DNA that was found on her clothing was linked to an ex-boyfriend in Southern California. And she had known this man since they were teenagers. She contacted this man and said that her husband was beating and assaulting her, and she was trying to escape. Okay. So this man drove from his residence in Southern California to Redding, California to pick her up. Like I said back then, it was another man involved. Now, everything is coming out. He claimed that he drove her back towards Redding. He dropped her off where she instructed him to drop her off at. They use prepaid phones to communicate. I love it when I'm right. This woman is a damn trip. She was with another man. And I think they did say he filed for divorce, but he filed for divorce before she was arrested because they were keeping him up to date on their investigations. I said, there's no way 2 Hispanic women are going to kidnap her. For what reason? So she basically was saying that she was going to be trafficked. Are you kidding me? You use police resources for this bullshit. So you cause a whole community to be in an uproar because you're blaming Latino women for kidnapping you. Because you're bored in your life and you want to get away. So the sheriff, he stated that there's going to be more people that's going to be arrested. But so on March 8th, she went to court and she was released on $120,000 bond. The funny thing was, Mom was there, hubby wasn't there. Okay, hubby was not there. Not there. She was released on $120,000. But the sheriff said that this was a calculated deception driven by narcissistic behavior. She is still going with this story that she was kidnapped. She was kidnapped. No, you wanted to go F something strange. You wanted to F something strange, not thinking about what this is going to do to your kids when mommy is not home. And people got to explain that hopefully mommy's going to come back. And you just happen to show up on Thanksgiving Day. Who's going to keep your ass and feed you for 3 weeks? That shit was crazy. I was like, when I read the story, when I heard about it, I knew damn well she was not kidnapped. She wasn't kidnapped. She is facing some jail time. And I said it then that she's more than likely going to face some jail time. Oh, Sherry. I had to laugh because this girl is crazy. Now the ex-boyfriend is telling everything. They were investigating this the whole time. He's been talking and singing. And I have to say, I remember seeing this on the news, the community, everything. The resources these investigators put into finding you. Dumbasses, kidnapping is a federal charge. I remember she was telling him, not telling him, she was telling the FBI agents that she slept a lot and she kept her head down and they spoke Spanish a lot, so she didn't know what they were talking about. She said she was drugged. It was just, they used a stun gun on her that affected her memory. There were no stun gun markings. I am just done with this dumb ass woman. I am done with her. And when she's released, her condition is that she has to seek mandated psychiatric treatment. And she had to turn over her passport. This is no longer funny. This is not funny. You put everybody, neighborhood, police, resources, everything behind this bullshit lie because you were bored with your fucking life. Bored with your life. Now, when I covered it, then they said that she hardly left her house. She was living a quiet existence. Of course she was. She was freaking scared all of this was going to come out. Guess what, Sherry? It's out. Fake kidnapping. They wanted to keep her ass in jail. Hi, Samantha. This is by Sherry Papini, who allegedly was kidnapped November 2nd of 2016, and she was found 3 weeks later on Interstate 5, 150 miles from Redding. And she said that she was kidnapped by two Hispanic women in a white SUV, and they told her that they were going to sell her to a cop. Okay, they're going to tell you they're going to sell you to a cop. Why not tell her they're just going to sell her? Why not just sell her ass? I'm just like, oh, thank you, Deanna. You have one too, but I just had to come in here and see what you guys were going to say, because I was going to just do a little update, and I just did it. Yes, that was the one that was dubbed Supermom. That's her. Supermom. Supermom. Yes, there are women, and seriously, there are women and kids, even young men, that are disappeared. We still haven't found this other young man, and I'm going to be looking into that one as well. And I said I was just going to do some updates as shorts, but I wanted to come in here real quick and just do this update, because I covered this, and I went back and I listened to the one that I did last year, and she is a piece of work. Okay, let me see if you guys can hear
a description of the people. As I said,
can you guys hear that?
Her head down a lot, and she gave them a description of her kidnappers. I think it was 4 months after the fact. I got to make sure I double check my notes on that. But here's the thing: during the investigation, it was found that she was actually talking to another man. She was actually texting another man that lived in Michigan.
So that was the other man. Hold on, let me pause this. So she was texting a man that lived in Michigan as well. They found that he wasn't involved, but then they come to find out that she was calling and texting a man in Southern California that she had known since she was a teenager, lying and saying that her husband was beating and sexually abusing her. Yes, there was another woman in Florida. Shit, I knew her name before. She did this, and she was the guy that she was supposed to be with was Peruvian. Her husband was really rich, and she kept faking and calling like they were gonna kill that they were gonna K her and everything else. Come to find out, it was a hoax, and she was actually sleeping with this man, and they set it all up. This is how psycho these women are. If you want to leave, just freaking leave. Don't put your families through this. For what reason? But you got to remember, this is Sherry Papini, who was cutting herself, who her father and her sister had to get the cops involved because she broke into their home a couple of times. The mother said that she had an issue since she was a teenager of self-harm. Okay, you need help, woman. You need help. Yeah, so I'm telling you, this woman is completely psycho. I think she thinks because since it's 2016 it happened, this is now 2022, and no one's no, baby, they kept investigating because you involved the federal government. Kidnapping is a federal offense. It's a federal offense. There was never any ransom notes, no nothing. No nothing. You wanted to go get some strange, girl, because you were bored. That's what it was. But anyway, yes. And she's facing, what was it? She's facing, well, they said that she was facing up to 20, up to 25 years. But I think she might do like 3. Yep, she was faking. Hi, G5. I'm just like, so anyway, guys, I wanted to come in here, but this is what's going on with this woman now. They haven't set her trial date yet, so I'm gonna keep checking on this. But I just had to come in here. She is, and she's 39 years old now. So when this happened at the time, she was 33 or 30. She was 32, getting ready to turn 33. So 6 years they were still investigating. So don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Oh no, don't do it. You don't know, watch Beretta. I'm serious. This is absolutely nuts. But anyway, I had to come in. I said I was going to do a quick update, and that's what I'm doing. But somebody said, please don't do a short, but this is just a short update. I am working on Aiden this morning, so I will be doing Aiden. I have to go back and look at the trial stuff that's online to see what's going on. And so I can give a clean recap on that. But I really, really appreciate you guys coming in here, and I'm not going to keep you any longer. I want you to have an excellent, excellent day. I will probably upload Aiden as a premiere, and I will be in chat, but it's a lot, and I'm looking at the testimony that's been coming in. So I don't know. I'm serious. I think she was bored with her life. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, Vicky White. My God. Okay. I've been looking into this. Do you know that she had been seeing this man for over 20, well, close to 20 years while he was in prison? She had set this all up in motion. I don't know how they got caught or what tripped up. So I have to keep looking into that. I know a lot of people have covered it or just what, but I want to go back and look to see. And then she self-inflicts. Of course, she's no longer with us. So you were willing to break him out, said he was going to some appointment. You were willing to go on the land with this man. You're willing to hurt to take your own life behind some man. But you did the crime, but you can't do the time. I don't get it. Well, for her, no, because she had this planned. She had saved all of this money. She pulled over $90K out the bank. She had this planned. No, she took her life. It was self-inflicted. She died at the hospital. Well, she was pronounced at the hospital, but I think she lingered for a couple of hours or a day. So it's just crazy. I will review that case, but she had been with that. Seriously, they said that they had been, we have to go back and look at, and this guy's a convicted, he's a convicted felon. Okay. She had planned this. So yes, I'm going back and I'm looking. I'm going back and I'm checking it out. Well, if you got mental illness, Mark, I'm serious. Now, I know that Sherry had, because her mom said that she was whatever. But you got mental illness. You working at this prison. Do you know that they do give them psychological exams, right? At the prison, officers and guards, they get psychological exams. I know my son did after he came out the Air Force, before he went overseas to work for Halliburton, and now he's a special agent. They get psychological exams. Yeah, but you see, he didn't take his life, did he? No, he didn't take his. Yeah, something wasn't right, and then I need to go back and look to see if she had, and I think she had, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she had a husband and everything, but I need to go back and but I have notes on everything that happened with her, but I need to go do a deep dive to see, but she passed it. I don't know what kind of psychological exams they give them, but I know they get them. I have a lot of friends that actually work at TDCJ in Texas, And that's the Texas Department of Criminal, TDC, Criminal Justice. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. And Chris White. Yeah. I couldn't even cover. I wanted to cover that case. I did. And I covered it a little bit, but it made me sick to my stomach to know what he did to his own daughters behind some woman that's a piece of shit, and to find out that her father had connections with the police department. And, and oh my God, that made me, because I think she should have been charged herself. My understanding is that she's still on Facebook, but she's under another name. So he's in jail. I think they both should have been in jail because she knew what he was going to do. Yes, she worked there for a long time. Let me go. But I am going to be covering that. Yeah, Nicole had something to do with it. She knew. There's a lot of questions, and I'm going to look into it. She knew. She knew what Chris was doing. She knew because they had spoke about it. She said, I think in a conversation, a text message, she goes, "Are you going to do it today?" She knew. Yep, she met him at there. So they were talking for almost 20 years. But I am going to look at Miss Vicky White. I definitely will. Hi, Cancel John Yates, racist fraud. Welcome. I had a good laugh on Sherry Papini, so y'all got to go back and listen. But that's what I think. I'm telling you, for a couple of, when I was actually, someone had actually got me in touch with her on Facebook. And she asked me not to give the name that she's under, which I think a lot of people know because she can't help herself because she's always talking about it. But she's a liar. She knew. She knew. Her dad knew she was involved. All because of Chris Watts. What the hell? Really? Mr. Watts, you're willing, and then your wife was pregnant. You killed your two little girls, your pregnant wife, your unborn child. You are a sicko. Then they were saying that he was involved with some guy, which he wasn't. That guy was lying. I hated covering that. I really, really did. I hated covering that. It made me really, really sick. The affair was close to 20. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back and do Vicky. I'm going to do Vicky White. I started taking notes on her, and I know she's deceased, but, people were just covering the stuff that was being said. I want to go back and I want to look. I want to see, because I know she's got a Facebook page and she had all kind of other stuff. But Chris Watts, to me, was disgusting. Somebody wanted me to cover Stephen Avery, and I cannot keep, I'm going to be honest, I can't be objective when it comes to that case. Yes, he was accused of committing an error and came to find out that he didn't do it. He had won all of this money from the county or the state. I can't see him being set up by the cops for this, because he had called for this young woman to come out before. She had been there. She said that he gave her a very creepy vibe. Who's going to go and, find, she goes out to take the pictures. Then you find her car. Somebody could have drove it on the property, because who would know that history? Who would know that history? You're basically saying that the cops in your town or your county, and I know Wisco Gal is in here, you're basically saying that they came that young woman to frame you. That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. You're blaming a town because they don't want to pay you for killing some young woman who came out to take your pictures because she worked for Blue Pages, whatever it was. Are you kidding me? I can't be objective on that. I can't. Yes, Nicole knew. Nicole knew. They showed the text message when she was interviewed by the cops, by the detectives, which her family knows because they're real well known and rich. She knew the dad was there. She was never charged. She should have been charged. She knew what Chris was going to do. She asked him, are you going to do it today? She was putting pressure on him. And she found out that his wife was pregnant. It's sick. It's very sick. These women are sick. And my whole thing was, let's say he got away with it. If he did it to her, what makes you think he's not going to do it to you? Let's think about this. There's a lot of cases where these men kill their wives or whatever, or they leave their wives to be with this one. The same way you got him, it's the same way you're going to lose him. Her dad had a lot to do with that. Her dad had a whole lot to do with that. I watch these cases. I go back in and I look, I research, but you know, this is sad. You cage your family for a piece of ass. Really? Yep, just like Scott Peterson. And then that other Peterson guy, Drew Peterson, the ex-cop that killed both of his ex-wives. They haven't found the other body yet. But his second wife knew that he caged his first wife. But yet you stayed with him, and now you were trying to leave him, and now your ass is gone. Yep, he killed both his wives. He drowned one in a tub. Well, he hit her back in the head, drowned her in her tub. The second wife knew about it. Because he didn't want to pay child support and he wanted the kids. And then the young woman, you know, the ex-babysitter who he was married to, she was trying to leave him. He found out and her ass disappeared and they never found her. Never found her. If I'm not mistaken, she has not been found. Hi, not a fan of KJ. Thank you for being here. But there's a lot of cases out there. So maybe we'll just do one day when we can just talk about true crime. Everybody can talk about the cases that they like. I hate to say like, but you know, the cases that you found fascinating, because some of this shit is crazy. Yep, some of this shit is crazy. And then you have the representative for the governor who killed his girlfriend in a boat. His brother knew about it because she was trying to leave him. That story pissed me off too. Yep. The first wife he abused. Second wife he caged. Third wife he caged. And his son is now raising his young kids. Well, of course, they're not young anymore, but his oldest son who looks just like his dad. Oh my God, Jodi Arias. Okay. We're going to have to do Jodi Arias too, because if we want to talk about narcissistic, she is narcissistic. She was the type of woman that changed herself to be whatever she thought that man wanted her to be. With the whole pre-legal thing, I remember a lot of my sister's friends was actually doing the pre-legal, and they would go to all of these conferences and stuff. And I never forget when that case first started talking about. So yes, Jodi Arias is one sick person. Yep, I watched the entire case. I watched when they talked to Travis's family, all of his friends. But you know what? Not saying this, of course he didn't deserve it, but here's my thing. If you know you don't want to be with this woman, you see the signs because you're telling all your friends that you know that you want to get away from her. Why go back and screw her? Same thing with the guy who was this good-looking guy. He was a lawyer. He was dating. This girl was gorgeous. He didn't want to be with her. She goes to his apartment and shoots him 4 times. Why would you let her in your apartment? Ooh, Sly, you got see. I got autopsy photos from from the lady that I covered in Texas, and because they sent me all the case files, and I just could. I'm still trying to find out what's going on with Rodney Reed. I don't know if Texas has made a decision on taking him off of death row, because the evidence that is out there, I do not believe he caved that woman at all. I think it was her fiance at the time, who was a sheriff, who actually went to jail for R-ing a witness who called for help. And then they tried to intimidate her, and his ass served time. So it's a whole lot of crazy people out there. But yes, I will be back doing updates on the cases that I've covered that are still open. I'm looking at new cases, and I'm still going to do missing persons. So I'm coming back. We might do just like we did this morning, an early live, quick, fast, and simple, but so we can discuss it. But I want to say good morning, good morning, good morning. I actually slept like a baby last night. It rained. It felt so good. So I will see you guys later. Bobbles and I will be back this Friday coming up. I talked to Bobbles. We texted back and forth yesterday. We were going to go live yesterday, but I overslept. So we'll be back next Friday. We will be back doing our trivia, and just not just trivia, just having fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So you guys, hey, Big Bad Wolf, you guys have a great Saturday. I will see you guys soon. Love each and every one of you. Thank you for coming in, and have a great day, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming.